It's Wednesday, July 31. This is the news on PBCJ. I'm Carol Francis. The Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica has, through its Energy Efficiency and Conservation Program, completed 3 major energy efficiency intervention projects, totaling $136 million at the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information's head office in Kingston. The PCJ says the projects, which span a 3-year period, started in 2015 with an electrical distribution upgrade and the installation of a 78-ton energy-efficient air conditioning system on 2 floors of Building 1 at a value of approximately $32 million. In 2016, the EECP invested over $13 million in the implementation of 7,500 square foot of solar control film application on windows at the ministry. The National Works Agency, NWA, says it will be spending $27 million to replace defective stormwater gratings and missing manhole covers along several roadways in some southeastern parishes. This falls under the agency's Southeast Region Drainage Improvement Program. NWA's Communication and Customer Service Manager, Stephen Shaw, said the program, which will benefit the parishes of St. Catherine, St. Thomas, Kingston and St. Andrew, is primarily designed to improve safety and access at the targeted locations. Similar works are said to be scheduled to commence this week on Constant Spring Road in the vicinity of the Halfway Tree Clock Tower. Other areas slated for attention are the Spanish Town Road Diamond Avenue intersection in St. Andrew, Bob Marley Boulevard in Corville Gardens, Orange and King Streets in downtown Kingston, and Portmore Drive in St. Catherine. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the abandoning of elderly relatives at public hospitals is putting a strain on the public health institutions. According to the minister, over the years, people with the responsibility of caring for the elderly have developed the bad habit of leaving them at hospitals when they do not need medical attention. Dr. Tufton says the dumping of these elderly relatives at hospitals was one reason why there are shortages of beds at some public hospitals. As Jamaica prepares to celebrate Emancipation Day tomorrow, Thursday, August 1, there will be a series of Emancipation Vigils on Wednesday to usher in the occasion. Speaking at a recent JIS think tank, Entertainment, Sports and Culture Minister Olivia Babsy-Grange outlined the celebrations.
Emancipation Jubilee Vigils will take place in all parishes right across the island. But the major event will be the Jubilee at Civil Heritage Park in St. Anne. As is customary, we will gather and pay tribute to the ancestors as we relive the final hours of slavery and symbolically usher in the new day. Emancipation Jubilee in St. Anne at the Civil Heritage Park is usually a very exciting yet emotional and somber occasion, and everyone is invited. And please remember to take your enamel mug so you can have your chocolate tea.
Minister Grange also outlined other planned events.
Of course, we go into August morning, which is Emancipation Day, and that's August 1, when we open the Independence Village at the National Arena. And this is a space where families can enjoy a good Jamaican breakfast, Jamaican food, Jamaican culture, and just a wonderful experience with the family on August morning. Then there is the farmers market as well, so you can come and you can buy your Jamaican produce.
Jamaica was among British Caribbean colonies that saw the ending of slavery on August 1, 1834, following legislation passed the previous year. This was followed by a period of apprenticeship. Full freedom was realized in 1838. Abortion is illegal in Jamaica, but the government is contemplating legislation to loosen its abortion rights laws to allow women to terminate their pregnancies caused by rape or incest. Let's hear the opinion of the people in Jamaica today.
don't support the legalization. I don't support abortion. Because after abortion, I wouldn't be here. My kids wouldn't be here. So I don't think it should be legalized in Jamaica. No. Since, on the other hand, women have the rights to their body, but I don't think it should be legalized because it would get out of hand. Because without it right now, it's out of hand. So you can imagine if them legalize it.
Abortion is not a thing supposed to be legalized. It's not supposed to be happening, none at all. But then some people do it because many reasons beyond control. Sometimes some people have to. But I don't think it should be legalized. When you legalize, I'm going to take too much advantage of the situation and I don't see it necessary.
The country is almost overpopulated and it don't make sense to have a lady have all 4 or 5 and cannot manage her. So might as well, if them have how much children and them can afford it, them do it. Kind of make sense to have the children and suffer and sugar and water you give them. That's not good for them.
No, that's not right. I remember about me there right now. Straight. I remember my 6 in them. I remember think about them. So, as a matter of fact, I remember I take one me out. I couldn't say about abortion. I remember that I'm pregnant and I'm not do it. I swear. It's against the law. Yeah. I'm a God-fearing girl, so I'm depend that to them.
I can't make a life say don't take one. Don't believe in it.
Well, I don't think that is right because God give life, right? And it's not like it's blood that we are aborting, it's a human life. So I think it's not right. I think they should allow that.
I don't really support that. Enough for the doctor them say them do abortion. And eventually, them see a man kill you too. You understand? A reality check. I don't support that. You have the child. I don't support you. Have the child and you give it up for adoption.
That's not supposed to be legal because it's a sin, like killing an unborn child. It's a fetus inside you, so that's a sin. It's like murder, so that's not supposed to be legal.
No, when a lady get pregnant, she's supposed to bring the kid. Because enough women want to get pregnant and can't get pregnant. So why getting pregnant and dashing it away? You protect yourself from that then. Instead of you carry something like your woman, then after they go kill it. That don't make no sense. I murder that.
The U.S. dollar ended trading yesterday at $136.68, down 41 cents, according to the Bank of Jamaica's daily foreign exchange trading summary. Meanwhile, the Canadian dollar ended trading at $103.78, up from $102.61. The British pound sterling ended trading at $166.96, down from $168.20. And we go now to news from the region. 11 months after the Ross Medical School left Dominica, following 40 years of operations, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt has announced a new offshore medical school will take its place.
I am pleased to confirm to the nation that an investor has been secured to establish a medical school on the Pbcj campus. The government has entered into an agreement with the Dominica University of Medical Sciences to allow the university to function. We have been advised by the principals that they have been aggressively pursuing the completion of recruitment of the faculty, and they continue to conduct interviews to fill non-academic positions. They have also been in discussion with landlords on matters related to the housing needs of their students. The Dominica University School of Medical Sciences projects a growth in the student population of no less than 2,500 students by 2023. The DUSM also proposes the establishment of a school of nursing and a school of pharmacy.
An international shark symposium is now underway in the Bahamas. It comes on the heels of a shark attack which claimed 1 life.
The Bahamas is committed to supporting the protection of sharks and rays. That was revealed by the Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, the Honorable Michael Pintard, as he addressed the two-day Sharks and CITES Symposium. CITES is short for the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species in Wild Flora and Fauna. It's an international agreement between governments to ensure that international trade in specimens of wild animals and plants does not threaten their survival. With 400 species of sharks identified globally, officials are currently working to have the giant guitarfish, the wedgefish, and mako sharks protected as they are considered endangered globally. And with recent shark attacks here in the Bahamas, the agriculture minister says certain protections are being introduced.
We are examining with a view of dramatically reducing, and I believe we will get to the point of completely banning chumming in Bahamian waters. We have a very serious concern about the increased feeding of sharks, particularly in residential areas, on the periphery of restaurants that are seeking to attract customers. That, to us, is posing a problem given where it is occurring.
That's not the only concern of marine officials.
We believe it is important that fishers who are cleaning fish discontinue discarding the waste portion of the fish in waters in close proximity, especially to where persons are swimming. We are absolutely clear that this is a disaster that is waiting to happen, and we wish to move definitively, decisively to address this issue.
Additionally, Minister Pintard says tour operators and hoteliers will also be required to ensure certain stipulations are in place when it comes to shark interactions, such as proper training.
We strongly recommend and will take advice, possibly with a view of enforcing it or encoding it in law, that we have guides that are a part of these expeditions who will be on the lookout for sharks.
Last month, 21-year-old Jordan Lindsay lost her life in a shark attack during a snorkeling excursion off Sandy Toes Beach.
These are rare occasions, but notwithstanding the fact that attacks on fishers or guests or Bahamians are rare, they are nevertheless quite traumatic whenever they occur.
Minister Pintard says the laws will be amended so that a person under threat of a shark does not face criminal charges if it is killed.
American actor Danny Glover paid a recent visit to Cuba where he met with the president. Glover, who is famous for the Lethal Weapon movie franchise, is also well known for his advocacy for reparations, among other issues. Richard Richards tells us more.
The president of Cuba, Miguel Díaz-Canel Bermúdez, welcomed the North American actor and film director Danny Glover, who visited Cuba as a special guest to the 15th graduation of the Latin American School of Medicine, which took place just a few days ago in the Karl Marx Theater in Havana. During their friendly meeting, Díaz-Canel and Danny Glover spoke about the importance of encouraging artistic exchanges between Cuba and the United States based on the existing historic and cultural links. President Díaz-Canel also conveyed his considerations upon the negative impact that this particular sphere has suffered as a result of the backward movement in the bilateral relations between the two countries. Nevertheless, he reiterated his willingness in advancing jointly with the greater majority of the people in the United States who are in favor of improving a civilized relationship with Cuba, Latin America, and the Caribbean. In his conversation with Cuba's head of state, Danny Glover was accompanied by James Early, Director of Cultural Studies and Communication of Folkloric Life Program Center of the Smithsonian Institute of Cultural Studies in Washington, D.C. Also present was Allen Warren, Councilor of the City of Sacramento in California State, and Luther Castillo, Honduran doctor graduated from the Latin American School of Medicine in Havana. Direct from Cuba, Richard Richards, Canal Caribe.
In sports, we jump into the ring with boxing as Damon Brown registered Jamaica's first medal at the 18th Pan American Games in Lima, Peru. He won a bronze medal in boxing on Tuesday. Brown shared the bronze medal with American Richard Torres. And in football, Haiti has ended the Cayman Islands' bid for a spot in next year's Olympics.
Early on, Christopher Reeves picks the pocket of the Haitian midfielder, heads downfield, left wing, finds Elijah Seymour on pace. He goes airborne to tap it in, and Cayman is up 1-0. But Haiti would answer. Let's take a look at this right here. A little bit of midfield action themselves. Dotherson Clervaux makes his move, slices through the Cayman midfield untouched, fires from outside the box. Albertini Holmes with a save, but Peterson Joseph there to clean it up, and we're tied at 1. We head to the second half, 61st minute off the quarter. Mason Duval. Nice little lob here, beautiful touch pass. Leighton Thomas Jr. on the doorstep, he fires it home, and Cayman are up 2-1. But Haiti would respond again. The first minute of added time off a cross of their own. Peterson Joseph answers again with the header past Holness. This one would add 2-2. Haiti advance, and Cayman finished third behind Grenada. Here's head coach Ben Pugh.
Enough to probably win the game. Obviously, we went 2-1 up and we were in a good place, but we had to unfortunately push forward for another goal. And when that happens, you always leave yourselves a little bit more susceptible to conceding. And that's what's happened, and we finished 2-2. But in terms of the players, I think they've been outstanding. Their effort's been, over the 2 games, has been second to none. So really proud of all of them, and bitterly disappointed to not qualify.
And that's our package. Join us again on Friday for more news, sports, weather right here on PBCJ, the People's Station.